Alright, you guys, you're just getting this video. We're gonna call this one a bonus video. What I want to tell you about what's coming up on Gisi Garage. I don't know what else to call it, so we're just gonna call it that. I've just been wanting to make some YouTube videos so bad on like what I have going on, the shenanigans that I've got in this little two-car garage of mine. So much cool stuff happens in here. Or perhaps cool is a little bit of an exaggeration, but it's still mildly interesting, I'm sure. So I don't know, I just wanted to tell you what's up with it right now. Here we are, let's start it out. We've got the Denali. Picked this baby up for cheap last summer in August with a bad transmission. Shocking. It's an 01 Denali with a 6-liter and a worn out 4L65 transmission. Here we can see in this pile of parts that I'm going to keep from this truck. This is the transmission. It was no good, and hopefully you can see the torque converter reads 2014. So it's been rebuilt at least one time and still went shit again. Oh well. Reason I bought it for this guy, the 6-liter, had less than 200,000 miles on it. Ran super good, very quiet, pretty clean engine. Definitely not a lot of corroded aluminum or a lot of rusty block or anything else weird going on with it. Pretty clean, good enough. Check it out. But it's a 01 drive-by wire. Don't think you can see it, but there it is, 6.0. That's what's up. That's what we got. So I'm going to convert this thing to standalone and sell it off. Basically what I want to do is give somebody the opportunity to buy an engine that's ready to run, and in fact before I sell it, it'll be running on an engine stand, so whoever wants to buy it will be able to start it up before they load it in their truck. I'll have it hooked up to a fuel pump and a fuel system and possibly a cooling system depending on what we're doing and stuff like that. But nonetheless, if someone shows up to my house or buys it online and wants to ship it, they'll be able to watch a video or see it in person, either way, and get to check it out before they buy, so they'll know what they're getting. And it's going to be a whole package deal. So I'm looking super forward to getting rid of this guy, selling it to somebody that's going to really like it, I'm sure. Because, man, it was a great running engine, so somebody's going to luck out who gets this one. Anyhow, we're going to post it for sale when it's done. But before we post it for sale, we got to get rid of the carcass of this poor Denali. This is going to be its fate. We've got parts from it here that I'm going to either save or get rid of or use on another project. Some of the stuff's for sale. Some of it I'm keeping for my own self. Point is, this is what we're saving out of the thing. Now, we're just about ready to haul the rest off to scrap. And the seats just aren't worth saving. This one's like not that bad, but everyone has a good passenger seat. Driver's seat sucks, so we're getting rid of it. Steering wheel sucks. Cluster's good, controls and center console stuff is good, so we'll keep that. And all the back here, I've got all the stuff that's gonna, mostly everything back here is going to the scrapyard with the rest of the truck. So we've got all kinds of weird things, a couple tires that don't even belong to this truck. We're probably gonna keep this ash trace around. It's got the wood grain, people like it. We'll see if we can sell it. What do we got back here? Fan shroud, a couple interior pieces. This interior is roached. It's like something was leaking at some point, and there's a shit ton of mold in here. It's just a lot of mold, so it's no good. This interior is wore out. It's rough. It's flipping rough. So the interior is trash. So what are we using it for? A spot to store our stuff that's going to the scrapyard along with the truck. That's all we're doing. I've got the third row seat, which is covered in mold, and so instead of trying to sell it, I'm just going to use it as a way to hold all the stuff in the back while we drive this thing on a trailer to the scrapyard. See how we do. Check it out. Now, all I have to do at this point is get myself a trailer, winch this baby up onto it, and haul it off to the scrapyard and collect my payment. Beyond that, we have to obviously sell some other items. I might try to sell this trailer hitch, for example. I sold the bumper. It was not too bad. There might be some other couple items on here that are worth selling, but for the most part, this thing is stripped and ready to go off to the scrapyard. Get it on the trailer and get it gone. Save on this stuff. For example, we got the wire harness from the 6-liter. We're going to have to rework that to get it to go along with the engine to be a standalone package. That's how we're going to do this one. We're going to have others coming up, so stay tuned for sure. We're going to have different stages of engines for sale and so on. Not to mention that we're going to have a full coverage of this Turbo LS swapped wagon. It's a G-body. It's a 1983 wagon. Currently has a Roach transmission and a shitbox knocking, what is it? 3.8 liter. So the thing we're doing here is I just picked this up because it was $350 including delivery to my house. The guy asked me if I wanted to hear it run, and I said I don't even need to. Because I knew, as soon as I saw it for sale, it's getting Turbo LS swapped. That's just the bottom line. But, as with this, there are things that we must do before we get to this. What are some of those things? Everything I just talked about. We got to get rid of what is this that I'm drinking? Slurring my speech. Anyhow, what are we doing? Before we get to this, I got to get rid of the Denali carcass. I got to sell off this 6-liter by taking care of a lot of this stuff. List all this stuff for sale and stuff too. That's kind of stuff where we just probably imagine there's somebody out there that needs this, that, or the other thing. A lot of people like these wood grain bezels and stuff like that. Some people like the factory air boxes. We've got the 3-piece engine cover on there and so on. All kinds of random stuff that somebody might be in need of. So we're going to list some of this stuff for sale. Now, what were we talking about? The wagon. Right now, I call it my mobile storage unit. Although mobile is a bit of a stretch. I mean, it rolls. But like I said, it's got a bad engine and transmission. So, that's about all it'll do. I can push it around. Right now, it's just being a catch-all. It's like an oversized junk drawer. It's a junk car right now. So, plan is sell off this stuff here. Keep that money rolling into other financial gain type situations. And fund the ability to swap a turbo, hopefully 6.0, or a 5.3 or 4.8 into that wagon and see if we can do some sweet burnouts with it. Something like that. Maybe it'll be a cool car, who knows. But for right now, it's doing a great job. Really just earning its keep as a storage unit. So we'll see see how long it takes me to get this bad boy up on the road and doing burnouts and all this kind of stuff. Crazy things are going to happen to this thing, so stay tuned for that. But before we get to any of that, we have to finish up Denzel's Malibu. We're so close. We're so close to done. But man, we just aren't there. Denzel's Malibu is going to be coming up. Another episode. Or film clip, perhaps. You guys will like this. It's good. Stay tuned.